Hi, I'm Lexi, and we're going to teach you the main points of public speaking and some tips and tricks to get you through your speeches.
And I'm Jaden, and we hope that these strategies will ease any anxiety that you have about public speaking.
The first thing we're going to talk about is slowing down while you speak. If it helps, when writing and practicing your speech, try to make marks where you want to remind yourself to breathe or where there's a natural pause. Speaking too fast is a common problem among people who are not very comfortable with public speaking. Even when a pause for breath might sound like an eternity to you, it really only sounds like a second to your audience and feels comfortable and natural. Breathing will also help you keep a steady, calm pace and a nice rhythm while you speak, and help you sound clear to your audience so they can not only understand your words, but the message behind your words.
Next, we're going to be talking about not fidgeting while you speak. Keep your hands away from your face at all times, and if you have long hair, consider pulling the front pieces back or putting it up if that's a problem for you. Don't play with your hair, don't twist or twirl any jewelry you're wearing. Find one and only one comfortable spot for your hands or consider using them while you talk. This, of course, an appropriate amount to add emphasis on the words you are saying. Try holding a pen or papers if you're having troubles with your hands. Don't sway or continuously move your feet, just breathe, relax, and don't over-animate yourself. But don't look dead and bored with yourself at the same time. You have to find your own balance.
The next point we're going to talk about is simply getting to the point when you speak. You want to be polite and introduce yourself and have a quick warm-up, but be aware that your audience has a limited attention span. According to a study of volunteers at TED Talks, audiences decide whether they're going to give you their full attention in the first 7 seconds that you speak. So, have a strong opening and quickly introduce your topic and get started on it.
Okay. The last main point we'll be talking about is remembering your manners. Don't forget to say please, thank you, ma'am, and sir as you address your audience. Okay, the first tip is to define your end goal. You want to explain to your audience in a simple sentence or two what your topic is and some important points you plan to hit. Also, explain to them what message you hope to leave with them.
Alright, the second one is to be a giver and not a taker, which basically means to offer real value. People are more likely to listen and to trust a giver instead of a taker. A giver is somebody who teaches them something new, offers real value, or inspires them.
Our next tip is to use slides as an aid, but do not rely on them. A slideshow is a great presentation tool to go along with your speech, but you shouldn't rely on that solely, or be reading directly off of the screen.
Tip number 4 is to practice, practice, practice. As is commonly said, practice makes perfect. Except for you probably won't be perfect, and that's okay. Nobody expects you to be. If you practice your speech, it not only helps you memorize your speech, but feels more comfortable and confident when you get in front of an audience. Everybody feels awkward when they are speaking in front of people, but the more a person rehearses the speech, the more confident they sound.
One more time. Our next tip is to eat well beforehand. Just as they say to do in school before any big test, make sure you have a good breakfast so you're not lightheaded or have a rumbling stomach. Eating a protein-packed snack before a public speaking engagement boosts your energy, focus, and overall mood.
Tip number 6 is to try and meet the audience first. If you have some time beforehand, try to have a little one-on-one with a few members of your crowd. Also, try to go ahead and build your own audience profile. Take into consideration who you're speaking to, the age of the group, the class, and the demographics. Also, take into account aspects of the audience while you are talking, like if they respond well to jokes or visual aids.
Our 7th tip is to make sure you don't open with an excuse. Don't tell your audience you didn't have much time to prepare or that you're tired. They don't really care, and it would seem like you weren't as dedicated to the message you are trying to send to your audience.
Tip number 8 is to try, instead of apologizing, to say thank you. If you're late, take a moment to gather your thoughts or stumbling through a section of your speech. Instead of apologizing to the audience, thank the audience for being patient and for their attention.